we'll start with Pitt's offensive coordinator, Coach Sean Watson, if you don't mind.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the opportunity to be here. The hospitality has been unbelievable. Only been here a day, but you guys have been awesome to us, and we're excited about having the opportunity to play Stanford, great opponent, classy program, well-coached football team. So I'll open it up to you guys for questions.
Any questions for Coach?
Sean, as you sort of evaluate this season, what would you maybe say have been some of the strengths as far as your offense and where you guys have excelled? And also, on the other hand, what do you think have been some of the weaknesses in terms of the system for you guys this year?
Yeah, we've done a nice job of running the football, and I think we've got a lot of guys included in that, being able to present counters to our base run game. We're continuing to grow in the area of passing the football. That's someplace that we've got to continue to grow at. And that's a process. It's always the biggest part of the process, especially with young receivers, young quarterback. And, we're making our way through that. So really excited about the effort the kids have given us. I mean, we came through that new part of our season and did an excellent job. The guys kept believing, and the run game was really, and being able to use some of the pieces like getting Blake out there and getting him involved and Frenchie involved and the two tailbacks and offensive line. I'm really proud of what those guys did.
Sean, were the guys able to put that last performance behind them? Did that leave a bitter taste in your mouth?
Yeah, it always does because we did not play our best that day, and the thing we've got to do is I've got a great group of guys. They are really powerful people, and they want to get that taste out of their mouth and get back to business with how they see themselves, how they see us playing.
How do you give Kenny Pickett a little more confidence after coming out the game like that?
Yeah, you just you keep working. We put a lot of time into that. His development over this both practice period, and same thing with the offensive line, because that whole that aspect of football is really there's a lot of people involved. There's receivers getting open. There's the offensive line protecting. Us. We've got to do a great job of coaches fundamentally. Keep coaching the fundamentals of the game. Help them out with scheme, and it's a group effort. It's a team effort on our part. So we've addressed that, and we're excited about what the kids be able to do in bowl practice.
Coach, the Stanford team, how does the Stanford team compare to an opponent that you faced over the regular season?
We play teams that are similar in terms of how they structure themselves. With their fronts, the thing that's different. They do some things that are just different. And, it's we've seen the odd front, we've seen the even front, or 4 down front, but what they do a nice job of is they close the back end. They play a lot of single spoke back ends, cover 3 coverages, which is different. So I'm sure they're in looking at the film, you see why they do what they do because of the league they play in. So everybody's league. That's what's so I think cool about these bowl games. The leagues are so different. You get into another aspect of football. You get stretched, and you got to be creative. And we haven't seen the type of their league is a little different than ours. Obviously with what the offenses they see and how they structure themselves to beat those offenses. So it's always a nice challenge.
Sean, you mentioned the guys obviously want to get the taste out of their mouth from the ACC championship, but the week before was a struggle as well on offense. Do you get a sense that the offense feels much pressure? I mean, with 1 game left in the season, a long one to sort of get something going here in El Paso.
Yeah, it's for our guys, for all of us coaches too. It's a matter of pride. We want to get we were rolling and doing really well, and we want to get back to being us. And that's just us getting back to the fundamentals of the game. Going back to work, and we were able to do that during our prep time, which has been good to get that behind us, and now we've got to go prove it.
Can you put any new wrinkles in this late in the year? I mean, you do have that long bridge.
You got time. you got time, so you always have a chance to add to yourself and put new things in, or things that are come off of what you do, you know, so, you know, you really do, you know, self-scout yourself and, you know, try to get, you know, move forward with some things that are just look the similar, but they're really not very different.
One more question? Look at the matchup, what they do well, what you do well. Does it make you put more emphasis than normal on establishing a run game?
You know, it's, you know, it really, I think really in today's game, you've got to really balance yourself up. You know, you've got to be able to, you know, throw the ball efficiently as well as, you know, run the football. And to run the football, you got to throw it, is what I'm saying. So, you know, we've got to, you know, present ourselves, you know, and really our plan, you know, without giving away too much. We got to, you know, we've got to be able to, you know, take advantage of the pass game and open up the run game. The run game's got to be able to help, you know, is a way we've won a lot of football games this year. So we've got to, you know, we've got to help that run game out with the passing game.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.